Alright, this is the alien contactee. This is installment number 7. I want to talk some more about the crop circles. Now, last time we talked about some of these interrelated systems that are addressed in the diagrams. You have harmonics, interferometry, crystallography, magnetism, dimensional phenomena, morphology, topology, scale fluctuation. You have fractals and mathematics. And what the aliens telepathically said to me of these interrelated categories is that it is symphony. They are components of a meta-symphony. And they say this with an emotional signature of reverence. And you can see that in their diagrams, their reverential attitude about this. And while contemplating the crop circles, a word from the aliens that they mentioned was entelechy. This word right here, entelechy. Now I had to look it up. It's one of those words that's so complex you don't even know what it means after you looked it up. So I wrote this down. Entelechy, the realization of form-giving energy in perfect actuality as an individual. Or a supra-mechanical agency directing the vital processes toward the actualization of the perfect organism. So, I guess life, including us, originates from the meta-system of symphony. Now, as usual, when it comes from the aliens, it's just resonating with meaning and beauty. So I want to go on to the next installment about the crop circles. I'll try to make this quick because I'm not qualified to analyze the crop circles. This has to be done by the scientific community, if only we can get them to take it seriously. Now here's a molecular diagram from a human molecular graphics laboratory. It's almost as beautiful as a crop circle. And here's a crop circle depicting a molecular structure. And I'm just saying the scientists could explain this to us. Is it melatonin? There's some people online who say it is. If it's not melatonin, the chemists, PhD level, could demonstrate that to us. Now here's a molecular picture of melatonin. The scientists could range across all of the disciplines and explain all of the crop circles, synthesizing the related parts into a diagram or understanding of a whole system. And this is what the aliens are doing. They are giving us a whole system of interrelated diagrams. Now here's another one that I found online. Other people had figured out this probably represents mitochondrial DNA, this one here. And then they've made a beautiful diagram here, which I found online. Mitochondrial DNA. Notice there is a matrix that the molecule is couched in. Is this a vibrational matrix? What does the matrix represent? And here's another diagram, crop circle. It appears to be molecular, but this has no surrounding matrix. Now, is this a depiction of a part of a buckyball, which is a synthetic human molecular structure? And notice there is no matrix around this structure. The way the DNA molecule is depicted in a matrix. If you get that crop circle on your computer, you can see what I'm talking about. There's another crop circle. It appears to represent a standing wave interferometry right here. A trilateral or a triaxial interferometry of some kind. And then here they have a negative diagram of the same thing. Is this a negative interferometry? This is one of the rare examples where they do a positive and a negative diagram of the same phenomenon. And this looks somewhat similar to a cymatic image. Now, Stephen Greer mentions their use, the aliens' use of interferometry and sonic quanta for physical materialization. They do that with some of their ships, which materialize here on Earth. Here's another diagram from a mathematical artwork website depicting a closed meander of order 120. And why, oh why, was it depicted in the color green? Because here's a crop circle that looks very similar. And here it is depicted in sort of a triaxial format. Is this a higher layer of complexity? Is it projected into a higher dimension? Now, there's a woman, a lady engineer from Eastern Europe, who back in the 1970s, I think, heard about Rubik's Cube. And with a pencil and paper, she solved the puzzle on paper without ever physically handling the puzzle. Okay, this is a genius level human being. And this is the kind of person who needs to look at the crop circles and cross-reference them. We need a true scientific inquiry by an international consortium.